47 million fentanyl-laced counterfeit pills and nearly 10,000 pounds of fentanyl powder were seized in 2025.
So far this year, over 20.1 million deadly doses have been seized. In this News 9 special assignment, Hannah Hayes takes a look at fentanyl-laced pill usage in the Ohio Valley.
The pill looked real.
Well, I'm not doing heroin, I'm just doing pills.
That sentence is one heard by investigators over and over.
We found a lot of pressed fentanyl pills that contain fentanyl, but they also contain like para-fluoro fentanyl or carfentanil, even xylazine, which isn't even an opiate. It's actually a horse tranquilizer.
They're substances strong enough to stop you from breathing and sometimes even strong enough to prevent Narcan from working. The pills are pressed to look familiar, professional, and uniform.
This gives you this idea that, one pill that I buy off of this guy today is the same as I buy off of him a month from now or 2 months from now. But that's not the case.
During an earlier time in Glen McMillin's life, before becoming the lead field supervisor for Columbiana County's mobile response team, he battled addiction. It started after being struck by a drunk driver while riding his motorcycle in college.
I was placed on pain medication at the time from the emergency room, and then within a few months I very quickly became an addict, started seeking it on the streets.
He believed pills were different.
You kind of convince yourself that it's a nicer, cleaner version, that you're not really doing drugs, that you're taking a prescription.
During one instance, when McMillin thought he bought Percocet 30s,
it ended up being fentanyl and carfentanil.
And after taking what he believed to be his normal dose, he woke up in the ICU and spent the next 5 days recovering. But not everyone does.
He was an amazing young man. He lit up a room when he walked in it. He had a vibrant personality, and he absolutely loved people.
Richard William Bowen, or Bubba, was 26, a Hancock County native trying to get clean.
My son thought just one pill to help him sleep.
That one pill looked like a typical Xanax.
It was the most devastating thing I had ever seen in my life, because whatever was in what he took, he no sooner turned around and it dropped him to his knees.
It contained fentanyl.
And I will forever have that etched in my mind.
Investigators say Bubba's story is becoming disturbingly common.
The counterfeit pills have been one of the biggest drug trends that we've seen as a task force in the last 2 to 3 years, for sure.
In Columbiana County alone, a kilo, more than 9,000 pressed fentanyl pills were seized in one drug bust.
That's an astronomical number for an area like this. I mean, you got to think, that was in East Liverpool. East Liverpool has in the ballpark of 10,000 residents. That's a pill for every resident of the city.
And sometimes, even the dealer doesn't know what's inside.
I can tell you in this grand jury, we had 3 or 4 cases that we had to take back to the grand jury because when the substance was sent to the crime lab, it was a different drug than the dealer thought they were selling and the purchaser thought they were buying. So we're living in an age now where sometimes nobody knows what they're selling.
Prosecutors say this generation doesn't get a margin for error like those who grew up in the 1960s, 70s, and 80s.
So we don't have that luxury anymore of an experimentation phase of our life. If you're not getting it from a physician, you shouldn't have anything to do with it at all.
Hanlon says this is because the pills are no longer the drug they look like.
This has become a very sophisticated way to sell illegal drugs, these pill presses and the ability to order these molds online so that you can make it look like whatever you want it to look like, and the user has no idea what's actually contained inside. And we've had cases where pharmacists who are trained to recognize counterfeit drugs, some of these are so well done, they're not able to tell the difference.
Pressed, packaged, and unpredictable. For Bubba's mom, the warning is painfully simple.
When you're taking a pill that's not prescribed from a doctor, it literally is like playing Russian roulette anymore.
And whether it's a pill that looks real or a dose that feels familiar, it's a risk that can turn fatal instantly.
Today, the drugs are much more fatal and the outcomes are much more tragic. And so I would highly caution there's other ways to get your adrenaline or to get your rush or to feel life, so.
It didn't solve his problem. It created a bigger one for the rest of the family. We will forever mourn his loss.
If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, help is available. Resources are listed right now at WTOV9.com. Reporting for News 9, I'm Hannah Hayes.
Hi, I'm Dylan Cleland. Thanks for watching. And here's another video to check out, and be sure to subscribe to our channel.